Hi there, and welcome back to X-Wing Sweden and this fourth round from the Swiss in the regional in Linköping. Today we have on the left we have Mike Howard, and he's flying Asajj Ventress with Push the Limit, Lazarasi, Rigged Cargo Chute, Black Market Slicer Tools, and Countermeasures. And he's got Ketsuanyu with VI, Dengar, Inertial Dampeners, Glitterstream Engine, and the Shadowcaster title. And he will be facing Rasmus Velin, who is flying Dengar with Lone Wolf, K4, Countermeasures, and the Punishing One title. And he's got Fen Rao with a Tiny Mind Link, Auto Thrusters, and the Concordan Protector title alongside Inaldra, with also a Tiny Mind Link to feed Fen the focus, and the Lightseek title. You will see the squads update here initially as the game has just started. So this is the fourth round, as we said, and we will see how Fen Rao and Dengar fares against this dual Shadowcaster list, and the Mindlink battery of Inaldra just tries to stay alive for as long as possible. Okay, so we had the Inaldra turned away to the right there, feeding the focus to Fen. And now we have Ventress moving up quickly. If you're flying the Shadowcasters here, you want to try to catch Inaldra, of course, because just one round of shooting should kill her. And of course, Rasmus will try and make sure that doesn't happen by throwing Fen and Dengar in your way. I think I'd give the edge slightly here to Mike, because Ketsu's ability with tractor beaming and stuff that's automatic is going to scare Fen from that initial joust, even if he gets into range 1. You know, the one tractor beam will more or less cancel out the Concordan Protector title, removing the agility, or reducing agility with 1, which is what the title gives you free evade, so that's going to be 1 for 1. And then if she does hit, just 1 go through, Fen will die. Because the second tractor beam token for a more reduced agility will be really bad. So Rasmus has to be very careful with how he's flying Fen. And we have a lot of, and they are still on pilot skill 9, both of them, both Fen, Dengar, and Ketsu here. But I believe Mike has the initiative, so Ketsu will be moving first, which is slightly in Rasmus' favor here. It'll be easier to move Fen, trying to get out of the arc of the Ketsu Shadowcaster. So Mike is moving up here, 3 banking, I guess, both his ships. Also, the engine on Ketsu is not as useful now when you're moving first, but you could potentially set up some nice blocks, both on Fen and maybe even on Dengar, if Dengar tries to make moves that get his arc facing to get the revenge shot in. Okay, that's a nice hard 3. I think that should fit. Oh, he bumped. Oh, no, that's just a slight bump. But he is cutting in nicely, which means if Inaldra just keeps going around the board, they will catch her. Dengar is also 3 banking in quickly here towards the center. I guess he wants to draw the Shadowcasters his way, away from Inaldra. And he barrels away to get a bit more distance, so he can just hard turn 1 next turn. And those are green turns on the jump monster to the left there to trigger K4. And here comes Fen up at the top of the screen, hardly visible right now, but he's up there in the shadow somewhere. And he's boosting to stay behind Dengar. Yeah, I think it's a good call from Rasmus, keeping Dengar behind or in front of Fen, to avoid the easy access to the tractor effect from Ketsu. The other option would of course be to flank with Fen, but the risk is that both Shadowcasters turn towards Fen instead, and they are quick enough to catch him. And Inaldra is just moseying along there, feeding the focus battery. And we have a straight move here with Ventress. She probably has the arc towards the left here. And then she's set up for a nice hard turn next turn to either catch Inaldra or shoot towards the center of the board, where Dengar and Fen might be. Unless they're also going to go the long route around the moon-shaped rock, crescent-shaped rock to the left. No range there and no range to Inaldra. So push the limit for focus evade. And then we have, do we have just a straight move here? No, she's banking along. Oh, actually a hard turn. Just behind Ventress. And this is interesting. Do you swivel the arc here? I think you have to. Yeah, he is. At least he's trying. And there it is. You know, which means you will be very hard pressed to trigger Kitsu's ability here, but I think with the way Rasmus is flying Fen up there, I don't think you should actually try for it. I mean, it's better to make sure you have the shots. I mean, 2 Shadowcasters shooting into Dengar. I mean, it's risky with the payback shots, but still, it's better than not doing it. And Rasmus will probably target Kitsu first. Because she's easier to kill. And then you put the pressure on Ventress to start chasing for points. And he's boosting in with Fen as well there, trying to get shots with both of his ships. So Kitsu is going to shoot first due to Mike having the initiative. And I say go for Dengar with both ships. It's range 3, you could probably survive a bit. Or you could be thinking about using Glitter Stim, just to make sure you have focus on both 3 rolls here, because yeah, he did that. I think that's a very good call, because normally now Rasmus might decide maybe I should chase Ventress instead, but if you do and she will start stressing you, she will tank a lot of damage. So yeah, I think it's a good call. There should be a stress token as well, maybe they catch that later. So he rolled a lot of ice there, so yeah, 3 of them, so that was a good call on the Glitter Stim. Oh, he's shooting Fen. No damage, I guess. Focus on auto thrusters. So maybe he could squeeze one through with Ventress if he's lucky. Well, we'll see. So this is one of his aces. So that was Fen, who did nothing due to his focus but was spent on defense. And then we have Dengar here using his focus for 3 hits. Did he actually roll natties? 3 evades. And then Ventress. Yeah, you have to shoot Fen now. There's no point in keep going to Dengar now that you've cleared out of Fen's tokens. So you need, you know, just to push through auto thrusters and unmod the dice. You should be able to do 1. And if you're lucky, it's a crit. Yeah, but no, there was no risk of that. You needed 3 hits from Ventress to get through. But now, where does Inaldra go? I mean, she needs to run really fast here. Unfortunately, Kitsu or Ventress would probably be able to catch you if he wants to. The question is if you do that, or if you decide to concentrate fire on one of the other more dangerous ships of the scum. The 3 scum ships there. So yeah, 4 straight, I think that's a good call. Trying to get only taking fire from 1 shot, or 1 ship, that would be the best option here for Inaldra. And there is a hard 3. Yeah, and this will set up a range 2 shot on Inaldra, which could potentially kill her. I mean, she does have focus and 3 dice, so. But everything that goes through are crits due to the Light Seek title. And he clears the stress for the green hard turn. And then he decides to focus, and we're going to see target lock on Inaldra. No, He's keep going for Fen. Well, if Fen turns in and you distress Fen there, Fen will be sad. Probably tank it, but he might have the stress left. Okay. Heart 3. There is a sliver there where the kit's ability will trigger, but I don't think there'll be anything there. So the question is now, what does Erasmus do here? If this is a heart 2, he's in a bad spot. That just might be a heart 2. And I actually think Ketz's ability might trigger on him. Maybe not. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's the camera angle makes it hard to see, but I think he's not in. So he is taking a target lock, I would guess. No, he takes a second focus. Okay. That kind of works as well. He's not going to be as heavy hitting, but he will perhaps be able to keep one. I mean, he will know because Ketsu shoots first, and then he still has one focus left. And now the stress. Well, you could stress Fen here for the stress on Inaldra. Yeah, he's just out, and I don't think he's in both arcs anyway. So he's stressing Fenrau with Ventress, which means the stress will also reach the Inaldra. And he keeps shooting at Fen here, range 2, which is bad for Fen because he has no auto thrusters and no title. So I think he rolled naturals, 3 evades on 3 hits. So Fen is happy now because he does have 2 focus tokens left, which means he can use one on the offense here. But 2 blanks. So 3 hits. And the stress, so this should be no trouble whatsoever for Ventress. And these guys are rolling a lot of symbols, except that attack die from Ventress. So you just take the stress and spend the focus. Yeah, he spends the focus and takes the stress for no damage. Then I think Dengar has a range 1 into Ventress if he wants. Okay, he's saying he should Ketsu because there's still no damage on either Shadowcaster, so he might as well split fire if he wants. But there was no focus token on Ventress, but I think he wants to kill Ketsu because she's the easier target. There's 3 hits. And spends a lot of symbols here, so 1 shield on Ketsu. Okay, so what do? Do you block here with an Aldra into the next turn? Because if you run, Ketsu is going to catch you. Super easy. So we have Ventress shots. And he could pick either one. Dengar does not have a revenge shot here and no tokens. Fen is at range 1 with his title active and a focus token, so I think he's shooting at Dengar. He is. A lot of symbols again. So I think he took 1, maybe 2 shields off of Dengar there. So this is slightly in Mike's favor in the damage race, but I think everything comes down to this turn, what happens with Inaldra. Because if she can get away or get in... Wait, she can't bump. Well, can she? Will there be a range 1 from Kitsu on her? No. So there is a one hard. Ooh, what's happening with the lights? Okay, so 1 hard. Focus battery for Fen. Now, if this is a 1 bank, I don't know if it fits. And the rock is probably in the way. So we shall see here. I think Ventress will bump. Yeah, looks like he's just running straight into the Seek there. I think this is the best option for Inaldra here. I mean, she might be shot at... Well, if Kitsu hits, Inaldra will be tractor beamed away and then Ventress will kill her. So, and if she would have run, both ships would be able to shoot her anyway. So, yeah, I don't think there was a very good option for Inaldra. She just got caught, and the Lancer class pursuit crafts, they are very good at pursuing because they're very fast. So I don't think there was much Rasmus could have done there. The question is, of course, can he do enough damage back while Inaldra takes fire for a round? Then he just might be okay anyway. So I guess we will see here with the dice decide in a bit. But I'm expecting we have a 1 bank. Oh, he hit the rock. That was lucky for Rasmus then. Because if there is a rock there, it doesn't matter if you tractor beam Inaldra or not with the Ketsu. Okay, there's and she also bumps, which means you can't swivel the arc for the free tractor beam. You might still hit Inaldra, but still, yeah, well, Inaldra might be dead anyway, but at least she might live. Okay, so Rasmus is moving Dengar out, far away, maybe hoping that he could have getting out of the arc. No, I think it's just the best option to avoid the rocks and stuff there, to avoid being in the way of himself. I mean, there could be a 4K from this guy Fen, because that would be a really nice move if it fits, but I mean, it's a big risk. So yeah, he's just bumping, but at least he's out of arc of the lead caster, and he's only now in both arcs, so he can't be tractor beamed here. And he should be range 1 in arc. I think he can shoot Vetris. Maybe. Hard to see here, but I think he has an arc. So Ventress or Kitsu is going to shoot Inaldra here. And we'll see if Inaldra survives. It's going to be range 1. That looks like 3. Dengar reroll. And just another blank. I don't know who took that damage, but it was a Pilot's 0 crit that went through, so I assume that's Inaldra. Okay, so 2 hits and a crit went through. And now Fen, range 1 into Ventress. And that was not what he needed. So 3 hits at least with the focus token. So just 1, 2 natural evades. Okay, so the first one was... Okay, so they didn't bump. So Inaldra is not on the rock, or not did not bump, I don't know. Or maybe he tractor beamed him. I don't know what happened. Oh, of course, no, she's shooting into the behind, the Shadowcaster at the back, of course. Silame. So Dengar is the Pilot Skill 0 guy. Okay, Dengar got the crit that gave him Pilot Skill 0. Okay. Now we know where we're at. So this means Dengar's move first, and he sloops, of course, here. Chasing the casters. And I guess he might want to barrel forward to try to get range. And then we have Inaldra here, and she is doing something. They're marking the front Shadowcaster. See where she goes. So she's hard turning away. Which means she got away for now. But no matter what, she will be taking fire from probably both Shadowcasters this turn. But at least he gets to feed focus for one more round to Fen. Then we have Ventress. She's probably banking to the left, maybe harder. I think that's a hard 3. Setting up a nice range 1 shot on Inaldra for the kill there. Focus evade, push the limit. And then we have probably 2 straight. Let's see here. Maybe just a 1. Just a 1. I mean, I think Fen is hard turning 1 here, depending on how close he is to that rock. So now, do you swivel the arc? I mean, do you need 2 ships to kill that Seek? Okay, so he's fixing some crit that he got, okay. And it doesn't go away. Maybe he has no action crits. And here is the 1 hard from Fen. Did he get into arc of the Shadowcaster there? Maybe he bumped. So stress from Ventress here. So now Fen shoot. No, Ventress shoots? No, not Ventress. Kits is gonna shoot first. Yeah, she's a unique pilot, so Dengar will give you 2 rerolls. That's what they're asking here. So that's 3, I think. 3 evades. So that was pretty nice. So Fen is shooting her. Yeah, he did bump into Kitsu. So I guess the 1 straight was a good call with Kitsu there to avoid taking range 1 shots from Fen. So 2 hits. he gets to, I think it's, yeah, it removes the stress for 1. I would have removed my own evade. I mean, Inaldra's gonna die here. Or maybe not, because Kitsu didn't hit, so there is no tractor beam effect, yeah. Okay. You'll use your own evade anyways. She's not gonna shoot you or do much damage. Yeah, there's a target lock from Ventress on Fen, which hasn't been used because he's been shooting into Inaldra, or not at all, or into Dengar. Yeah, he's going to use that to shoot the Seek. That Seek here, trying to take it off the board. It has survived way too long already. So focus for 3. So 1 crit. So Inalda gets that range 1 attack. So maybe, well, it does an evade and has a stress on Inaldra, so I can't see this going through. Yeah, remove the stress for 1 evade and using your token for 1, so no damage. And then we have Dengar if there is a range. Okay, there was a crit. Major hull breach going into Asajj. And then we have a range 3 from Dengar into Kitsu. This is reroll with K4. Target lock, still a miss at 2. Yeah, I don't think you could use Lone Wolf yet because Fen appears to be in range 2, yeah. And no damage. Okay, can Inalda stay alive for another round? Dengar closes the gap, trying to help his squad mates. Takes the focus and gets the target. No, that was the right bank, so no free K4. And then Inalda Heart turns away. And kicks on the battery again. This is probably a 4 straight, maybe yeah. No K turn, yeah, 4 straight. And it appears to still have arc on Inalda there, across the rock. Focus evade, maybe. Or maybe you want to flip the crit. Well, he is pushing the limit for some focus, which we can't see. And then we have Kitsu here. Hard turning 2, I guess. And he just might have both arcs on Inalda there, but it might not be range 1. Trying to fix his crit, but no. Then we have Fen bumping there. And this time I don't think he has a shot on anyone. Which is good for Mike here. No range 1s from Fen is always good. So stress on Inaldra. And also stress on Fen from the Atani. Shooting, yeah, in Aldra. He's trying to take that. Yeah, okay, so yeah, they checked for the range one there. So there is a tractor beam. He did catch it just at range one, and then you barrel roll it onto the rock. So now Naldo is on the rock. Let's see if it. Okay. Okay, I guess she died from that, and then, but Rasmus argued that Mike has already said, I might shoot a Dengar, I might shoot an Alder, and then he measured, which means he should have been past the start of combat step, which means they agreed that due to that there is no shot from Ketsu. I guess there was a missed opportunity, but not in some kind of strange way. Well, at least both players are happy. So this is Fen shooting into Ventress. Spinning an evade for 3. And she did not even need to use the stress token there on Fen. So we have Dengar shooting now. Okay, they're gonna see which is the closest way. If it's obstructed or not. No, it's got to be unobstructed there. Okay, so Kitsu has the -1 agility crit, and Dengar is doing 2 with focus. And nothing, I guess. Looks like a focus. Yeah, they're still talking about the missed opportunity and not, so deciding that Ketsu did not get the shot, but Inaldo still died. Okay. Dengar has to go over the rock here to get into the fight. I guess it's a good call. I mean, you could slow play, but then you have Fen on his own. And this way you probably have your arc facing Ventress, which means if Ventress shoots Dengar, Dengar can shoot back. Unfortunately, he took 1 damage. So he's now down to 3 hit points on Dengar. And he was a hard 2, I guess. Maybe a 3? Yeah, it looks like a hard 3. He is flipping down one of his crits. Push for a focus. And then we have another hard turn from... If this fits, he could have used the tractor effect on Dengar, but it bumped. I mean, he can still use the tractor effect, but he can't push Dengar away, because Dengar is a large base chip. And here is a hard turning Fen. You could probably, if you barrel in, you will be in arc of Ketsu. And you probably have arc anyway, so I guess you just stay there and focus. You might be in arc, but then you get your Conquer Down Protector title triggering. And the thing is, if Ketsu hits you, you might be boosted onto that rock for the tractor beam effect. Yeah, but keep the focus for defense. Yeah, take the focus action here and just... Yeah, he's thinking, he's asking about the firing arc, yeah. So he's inside the firing arc, so he would, if he's in the arc, Conquer Down would trigger. Yeah, so I think focus is the best call. Go for this and hope you don't get hit. Okay, otherwise you have to barrel away and then you don't have a shot, and now you actually have a 5-die attack on Ketsu. And we know Ketsu is into Hull. And I think he has the -1 crit, agility crit here, so this could be a really good round of damage from Fen with some good dice. So yeah, you put the tractor beam on Dengar, so it's easier for Ventress to hit. Yeah, you get 4 dice for Fen, and then you get a free evade from the title. Yeah, yes, 4 dice and a free evade result as well. So that looks pretty good. There were 2 eyes, okay. Reroll with Dengar Crew. So yeah, okay. Let's see if Fen can do Fen things. Let's 1 crit going through. So that was major explosion, I think, and he just rolled a crit, so nothing happened. Then Fen is shooting back here, 5 dice against 1. So if these are paints, he got 2 blanks. That's not what he wanted. You were hoping for 4 at least. So just 1 going through. I'm thinking, why didn't he use the focus? I don't know, maybe he forgot he had one. Or maybe he actually spent it on defense and he just forgot to remove the token. This is into Dengar. 2 dice for the range bonus, but they still go through. No lone wolf for defense. So yeah, he's dead. He's going to use his revenge shot, and then Dengar is going to be off the board. So just 1, and that's easily evaded by Ventress. So now Rasmus needed a better attack into Ketsu there, because then he would probably kill Ketsu next turn. And then if Ventress just goes to half, he could have won with Fen. Right now I think this is Mike's game to lose now. He just needs to play smart, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary range 1 attacks from Fen, and Fen is just as 1 action now. He does not get the focus token. So this is kind of a sad Fen facing 2 ships. 1-on-1, it could still be doable, but with risking both the stress mechanic from Ventress and the tractor beam effects from Lats or from Ketsu, I don't think there's any good spot for Dengar to be, or for Fen to be in when he's chasing them. Okay. Ketsu is doing something here. Oh, she's pushing her. That was a good move. She did the inertial dampeners, and Fen will bump into the back of her, which means Fen will probably be at range 2 with no tokens from Ventress here. That was a good call. Yeah, and it looks to be also in the stress arc as well, yeah. So he, at least Fen gets to shoot once here, but this might kill him. Just 1, and that's evaded. And now let's see if Ventress kills Fen here. And he has the target lock from away in the beginning. And then he's going to use focus 3. So actually he manages to take only one. So that was a good one for Rasmus. And now the inertial dampeners, so they are spent. So Ketsu can't pull that one again. But now he could place Ventress straight in front of Ketsu and just have Ketsu bump into Ventress here, forcing Fen away again. And Fen is now stressed as well. So he's target locking and focusing, I guess. And then we have Ketsu, and I assume he's just going to bump in, trying to bump Fen. Yeah. And we're going to have a hard Q to the right from Fen here, I hope, because he is stressed and he needs to clear it. If he did anything else, it's going to be really bad. Looks like he banked. Okay, I don't think Fen can take another round like this. But it might be range 1. And then, well, he gets the second. Well, he gets the stress back. And he will get his Conquer Dawn Protector title, but still no focus. Makes him slightly sad. But let's see if he can do some damage on his own. So that's good. 4. 1 evade. And he removes the stress. So hit and a crit goes through. So we might have Ventress below half as well. And he got the crit that damaged engine. Hard turns are red, which is bad for the Shadowcaster. But in this situation, I think it's not that bad because it's just Fen left. And yeah, target lock for the blank, and this looks like it's going to be 4 hits with a focus token. And 2 gets passed, and that's the end of Fen. So good game, guys. Nicely flown. That inertial dampener stop by Ketsu there sealed the deal. Well done, Mike. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I hope you come back. We have more rounds from the Swiss coming here, and then the games from the cut as well.